Some people have machetes and hack through the vines. Some people travel it once it gets paved. I'm just interested in the people with the machetes.
I'm Sean Cannon, that's Ian MacKaye, and just remember, though, no machetes in the house. From WFPK in Louisville, Kentucky, and that's actually what my grandma used to tell us. It's a guest list short. Seriously. Steer into it. It's the first half of March, which means that South by Southwest is officially consuming, basically my entire being. As such, we're easing up a bit over the next couple of weeks and giving you some guest list shorts, like this guest DJ set with the godfather of DIY punk, Ian MacKaye of Minor Threat, Fugazi, and Discord Records fame. A couple of years ago, Ian and I had an hour-long phone conversation about pretty much everything. But this is a short, so you're only getting his guest DJ set. You'll have to check out the iTunes archives for the rest of it. So here's Ian MacKaye on the guest list.
There's one band I'm a champion of, and they're from Australia, called Eddie Current Suppression Ring. I really like them dudes. I like that band a lot. And they did a Odds and Sods record, like a collect. I don't know, it's the last thing they released. And there's a song on there, I think it's called Dancing Away, maybe. Maybe it's called She's Dancing Away. That's a good song. I like that one.
She's a
What else we got up here on the wall? Let's take a look. I was thinking about Fela Kuti this morning. I was talking to a guy who was just visiting. And there's a song called He Misrode, I think. I think it's a good song. He Misrode. You listen to Vic Chestnut at all?
Oh, yeah.
I like Vic a lot. He's a friend of mine. He's a good guy. He wrote a song called, he wrote a record called Left to His Own Devices, which is it's just like mostly 4-track stuff. But there's a song on there, and it's called You Should Be So Brave.
You're always pulling for the underdog. I know you're always pulling for me. You are a champion of the shattered. I know you're always so supportive of me. You're so intrigued by the oddities. I always pique your curiosity. You're always for the unfortunate.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, Nina Simone. Love Nina Simone. Do a lot of time with Nina Simone. I'm just looking to the shelf. Let's see if I can pick out a song for you. I'll tell you the song I really love. it's a short song called Compensation. That's a good one. Heavy.
Because I had loved so deeply, because I had loved so long, God in His great compassion
thing is, like we were talking about earlier with options, part of the issue for me is that there's just so many. Like, I study music, I've been studying music for so long that, you know, if you and I were sitting and we get to talk about stuff, I could start playing you stuff like, oh, this is here, check this out, this is that. But, you know, it would just be it would follow a natural progression. I don't usually pluck out, you know, because, you know, one song played is 10,000 not played. You know, old Jimi Hendrix, Villanova Junction Blues. That's a great piece of music. All right, try playing that one. That'll be good. But then, you know, you get into punk stuff like Black Dots by the Bad Brains, one of the greatest songs ever written. Such a good song.
Don't need no other liquid, don't want no everything. Don't need the latest fashion, don't want my yellow kind. I got my yellow motion, I got that super potion.
There's Wire, 12XU, or Ex-Lion Tamer. That Ex-Lion Tamer has a lyric that "Will bottles stand empty?" Just love that line. I always think about that line. Good one. It's on Pink Flag. Good record. One of the best.
There's great danger for the longest stranger in town. No silver bullets, not to split the scene. Next week will solve your problems. But now, fish fingers holding the Lord. The bottles stand empty. Take the deal to the set.
What is it about that line, though, that
I don't know. It's such a good line. Like, great books or stories, you get lost in them because they paint a scenario in which you actually find yourself in. If you're reading a book and you suddenly you're just lost in a book, it's because the writing, the way the words have been assembled, has created within your mind an actual experience that you're lost in. You become part of that experience, and therefore you're lost to the world around you. And I think that in songs, music, of course, is an encompassing thing. You can go there. But the words sometimes, if they're really well organized, if they're coming from the right place, they can offer up images that really stretch your mind and let the music and the lifeblood of the music race into your heart. Like, it really comes in. It's like, in some ways, the words, they stretch, they just open you up and then let the power of the music go in. You know, and sometimes words do the opposite. Sometimes words, they shut you down. You listen to them, you're like, I'm not feeling this at all. And I think a line like that, like, I really think that, like, when Wire was making that record, it was just coming from, in my mind, and of course this could be my own, totally an illusion, but my sense is that it was coming from somewhere real for them. And that lyric is so, the image is so strong milk bottles stand empty. That I just was, it just made let the music come racing in. And and since I think of music as, a form of communication that predates language, I think of music as something that is sacred, and not Christian sacred, but sacred before that even.
Right.
Because certainly music was around. Well, unless you believe it all started with God's finger, but certainly I think that it's arguable that music predates Christianity. Certainly music predates Christ. So it sort of seems, if people believe, in the chronology. So music has been around forever. It wasn't until just over 100 years ago that they figured out how to bottle it and sell it back to us. I'm a bottler too, by the way. I have a record label, so I'm not excusing myself. The point is that music is a form that is really, it's a higher form, and that the fact that it became something bottled, it was cheapened in many people's eyes because it became confused with entertainment. Now, music may well be entertaining, and maybe in some cases it's entertainment, but it's not solely entertainment. Music is something deeper than that. It is something that offers sort of some ballast to an otherwise uncertain, unwieldy, and terrifying journey. Good luck with that.